That's hosted over 40 PGA Tour events, and this June will host the KPMG Women's PGA Championship for the very first time. It's the second oldest major in LPGA history, and I'm delighted to now be joined by Pete Bevacqua, CEO of the PGA of America, Mike Whan, Commissioner of the LPGA Tour. Before we dive into what a huge event this is going to be, we can't help but react with you both about yesterday, that finish at the Players' Championship. I was travelling up here, I managed to catch it. Mike, you were travelling up as well, you were stuck on Twitter. But
yeah, no live TV on my flight, so I was waiting to get to 30,000 feet so I could turn it on. And actually, when I turned on Twitter, it said Ricky up 2. And when I left, Sergio was up 2, and Ricky wasn't in the conversation. I think it's before he went to his 14 through 16 run. So I was trying to catch up, and yeah, just hitting refresh about every 10 seconds.
But what a huge day for golf that was, Mike, and what a great bounce to lead into this event as well.
No, it was amazing. I was actually at the beach with the kids and my wife, and was watching it and keeping up with it on the phone, and then did have live TV on the flight here, so got to watch the probably the last hour or so. But just amazing. What a great playoff, and what an unbelievable win by Ricky Fowler. How he played coming down the stretch is it's tough to top. I mean, that was just super impressive.
It was
pretty cool for the future of the game when you think about Jordan and Ricky and Lydia. And I mean, it's people ask us about what kind of shape golf is in for the future. All you got to do is turn on the TV these days, and you're seeing the future play itself right out on TV.
Absolutely. And next time we're going to have a finish like that, you need to book with a different airline, Mike, and then hopefully it'll be a bit better. Anyway, over to today and to the week we're looking forward to in June. Mike, just to start with you, this is a first, this partnership between the LPGA and the PGA of America. Yeah. Just how did the union come about?
Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, partnerships make or break the LPGA, so finding the right ones is the right long-term plan. But you're talking about a 60-year-old major championship in the LPGA Championship. So as we talked in the beginning, it was both fragile and exciting at the same time. Fragile because we had to respect, you know, the history of the game and what it's meant for this major, but exciting in the fact that when Pete and I started talking about the what if we came together and built a tournament that was all about, you know, women in the game? What if we found a corporate partner that could bring more than just women in golf to the game? And that's what happened with John Viemeyer and KPMG. They loved the idea, but they said, Mike, this has got to be bigger than just women in the game. We got to have an impact of women in the boardroom and women's leadership opportunities. So when you put that together, and then we bring it to NBC Golf Channel, and they said we want to put this on major network TV on the weekends. I mean, honestly, if you sat in your office, closed the door, and drew up a what if, I don't think there's a bullet point this one hasn't checked.
Yeah, this seems to be a dream scenario, as you say, with KPMG very much involved. Mike Whan, excuse me, Pete, how do you expect this to benefit the women's game?
Well, for us, it was just about that. It was, you know, we're a 99-year-old organization. Our whole strategic mandate is to grow the game and to serve our members, and this is a perfect way to do that. We really feel being a part of this partnership with the LPGA and KPMG and obviously NBC, it's going to shine a bright light on the women's game, which is critical for us, critical for our mission. And when you think about it, Cara, you know, just probably 10 miles south of here in 1916 at Simonoi Country Club, we had our first PGA championship, and now 99 years later to be here at Westchester Country Club, one of the great historic clubs and golf courses in this country, to celebrate the women's game at the highest level. It's wonderful. And getting women into the game is important for us. It's important to have women watching the game. It's important to have women and girls playing the game. We want more women in the PGA of America, and we think this is a great step in the right direction.
That's wonderful to hear from you. And Mike, it's going to be a big week, not just with the event, the championship itself, but of course there's also going to be the Leadership Summit on the Wednesday of Championship Week. What are you hoping to achieve? What's your main goal?
Well, the neat thing about the Leadership Summit is not only in the 300 women that will attend that summit, not only have 100 of the kind of the highest C-suite level executive women today, but an additional 200 that had to be recommended by their CEO to get here. So we're talking about next generation of female leaders. So if you turn on your TV that week, you're going to see the next generation of female golf and the current generation of female golf. You're going to see 8 players that from the LPGA Teaching Club Professional Division and women through the PGA have played their way into this tournament. But you're also going to see executives that are leading major corporate 500 companies and mentoring the future of women leadership in terms of the next stage. So what's incredible about this event is it's going to have a huge lift in terms of 170 countries watching this around the world, and young girls being able to watch that, but also young girls and young women that are building their careers inside the boardroom, not just inside the yellow ropes. And so it's the perfect package in terms of making sure that we're making a difference, not only for the game, but quite frankly in the world as it relates to business as well.
So Pete, as we celebrate women in golf today and in June when we're here for the full week, how would you describe the growth of female participation in the game in recent years?
Well, we're encouraged. There are roughly 700,000 more women playing golf last year than in years prior, which is a good sign. And we see it in our programs. We see it with Get Golf Ready. which in its essence is 5 lessons for $99. And we had roughly 100,000 people participate in 2014, 62% of which were women. In our PGA Junior League Golf, the participation of girls 7 to 13 is encouraging. And it's critical. And what we're so proud of, and Mike and I talked a little bit about it last week at the Players' Championship in our press conference, but the spirit of collaboration. And when golf entities can get together with a common theme and a common cause, really great things can happen. And I think this is an example of that. What we can do with a partnership with the LPGA, it's going to be great for the PGA of America, great for the LPGA, and most importantly, really great for golf.
It really will be. Really exciting day ahead and a week ahead in June. Are you both going to get out and play today?
Yes, I want to apologize to all the LPGA players in advance that when they land in a large divot out there somewhere, it would probably have Mike Whan initials on the bottom of it, and I promise to fill every hole like Ray.
I doubt that. It's going to be a great day. Thank you both for joining us. Really appreciate it this morning.
Thank you.
Plenty more to come on Morning Drive. If you want to know a little bit more about the history of Westchester Country Club, Matt Janella will have all the details next, coming up on